So, continuing on now with step 6, it's time to get the body. Go over here to our drawer. Char's put it in here with the configuration sheet. Really, it's the first time that I get to look at it. First thing I do is really refamiliarize myself with the config sheet. And I've told you this before, but if we're building for you, I'd love to have a picture of who you are because, I don't know, for me, it gives me an idea of who I'm building for. It's like, it says something about you. I love that. So I look at this and I just in general kind of want to check it out. Like I'm going to put on walnut body binding. I don't have any abalone purfling. I'm looking at that. It's a standard nut width. The fretboard's going to be maple with leaf inlay. The bridge is going to be maple. Very important right now, there's no pickup. It's a boxwood end pin. So I just kind of look to see if there's anything strange going on. I get my centering rule, and I love these Inker rulers, and the centering rule is essential. And I just have this one pencil that I really like. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a center line here. So I'm just centering over here. I'm at 15, 30 seconds. Over there, 15, 30 seconds. Put a line right in the middle. Go underneath. Span that little end graft. Put a line in the middle. Take my awl. Give a little punch with that, just a little hand punch. Thought I heard that shut off. I didn't, did I?
No.
Okay. Just making sure you're still with me. Okay. And so for the end pin, we drill, I think this is probably 1/4 inch or it's 6 millimeter, very close. Doesn't really matter because it's going to get tapered for a final fit down, at step 14. So it's going to be a while, but this is just our pilot hole for that. Here I want to be careful. I don't want to damage the instrument at all. Sometimes a little bit of that, like the end graft, sticks and you can kind of feel the drill's not going anywhere and you pull it out and get that off. It's when you're going through a veneer. But I've got a nicely centered hole. Now I'm going to move the body away a little bit, so if this twist drill bit grabs when it goes all the way through the block, I don't want to have it hit the body. And I'm going to feel for that. Try to feel for it. There it goes. Beautiful. You can usually feel as it starts to go through and you slow down just a hair. All right, next thing I'm going to do, I've got to sand this body. You know, Char routed it, but before I route for the binding on it, I want to get this really flush, and I want the sides just to be perfect, to have no ripples or anything like that on it. So the first thing I've got to do is sand the end of the instrument square, and I'm going to sand it square where the neck is going to meet it. That's flat, right at that very point. So remember all those center lines that Char put on it long ago and the marking? Well, I'm using them now. They're really, really important. So what I'm doing is on this square right up here, I've got the center line, hard for you to see, but I can see it. And down on this end, I've got my end graft, and I've got a scribed center line on my jig. So right now, I know that the body is square, and we've already adjusted it so it's square to my disc. So I know that I'm perfectly flat. Okay, going to be a little bit of noise here. Plug in my ears. What I'm going to do is advance this. This is on slides. So I'm going to advance it up there, touch it, and you'll see me look and check it. I just want to know what's going on with it and make sure that it all looks good. and then I'll go in for probably a final touch-up. Doesn't take much. I'm advancing this with my hip, keeping my thumbs here. I'm looking down to see where the sander is hit. It looks really good. Perfect. Waiting for things to shut down a little bit. So I can see here, you know, all wood, it oxidizes as it, after you cut it and after it hits the sun. At least it darkens. I think of it as oxidizing. And when you sand it, not only do I see sanding scratches, but it's a little lighter. So what I like to see here is I've got my full width of the neck. For us, that's a little bit less than 2 inches there. And it goes down here. It's just perfectly done, perfect geometry, because what I want here is for it to taper down just like you saw when I prepared the neck. So that's perfect, and it's flat, just like our neck dovetail is flat. We're right on. Okay, thanks.